we call it text, right? We call it fonts. Like you want to write something on your Canva. Yeah, we have the text here, and you can press T, and we have 4 type of tool for text: the horizontal tool, the vertical in terms of mask. If you just show you the shape, it won't show the content inside it. Same thing like that. So yeah, but basically, let's use the horizontal right now. Now, here you can see the fonts we have. We have a lot of fonts. Sorry, I have some fonts here. For the first time opening Photoshop, your fonts, it won't be as plenty as this. Unless if you have installed the fonts on your system before, that is when it will appear on Photoshop. If not, you need to start downloading some fonts, some amazing fonts, stuff like that. So now, I want to talk about these fonts. These fonts now, all these fonts that you have here, they are kind of into 3 categories or 5 categories. Font family are into, let me just say basically, they are into 5 categories. So now, talking about that, these kind of fonts that this guy says we have, but we have more than these fonts. Yeah, we have one more that is not mentioned here, which I will mention later. We have serif, we have sans-serif, we have script, we have display. Now, serif is a font with a kind of a line at the end, like gives you this kind of shape at the end, right? That's a serif. Now, sans-serif are fonts that it's just solid, it's strong, it doesn't have any kind of shaky or standing effect, it stands on its own. That's a sans-serif. We have scripts. Now, these scripts are kind of all these funny, funky fonts that we use sometimes, maybe, yeah, sometimes. In terms of when we are doing a graphics for kids, or you're doing a graphics for summer, something that is something catchy that you want to make it, you want the font to be kind of funny or attractive somehow. You want to use scripts, right? And we have what we call display. So display is kind of looking similar with serif, but it's not similar. It is about different somehow. They both have edges, but the edges is different. Display own edges is kind of bold, strong, and somehow like just somehow, yeah. But all these fonts have their own purpose. They serve their own purpose. You just don't pick them and use them anyhow. Why I say that is this. Now, if you are designing for a brand has their own identity. They have their own identity. If you're working with, and this is going to be like an assignment for you guys, check different brands out. Check probably First Bank. Check all these big companies, Coca-Cola. Check all these brands. Check them out. Coca-Cola use scripts. If you check their design, they use scripts for their logo, right? So they have their reason for using scripts, all right? Each of these has their own purpose. Now, if you now want to design a brand that its font is sans-serif, and you go ahead to go and use serif, you have violated the company's policy. Even though the serif might be interesting, might looks nice, like, oh, I like serif more than sans-serif now. Oh, God, sorry, forget about you like it. It's about the message you are trying to pass out. Your font has a message. Your color has a message. Your image has a message. Your style has a message. Everything in your graphic design has a message that is passing. You just don't do things based on, you feel like it should just be like this. Don't feel like, give it a reason why you are feeling that feeling. A good, strong reason why you are feeling that feeling. All right. So yeah. So these are fonts that we have, right? And we have another one called Monospace. Monospace can be achieved with any of these fonts. It's just the way it sounds, Monospace. They are fonts that they scattered. They are not they are arranged, but they have too much of space in between them. right? So they call it monospace. Monospace is also a font, all right? But as well, you can style each of these fonts to achieve a monospace. I believe that is clear. So yeah, so that being said, a graphics are an example. Okay. Now, looking at these graphics here, I'm more of sans-serif. I'm more of sans-serif, right? If you check every of my letters here, every of my text, they are sans-serif. The only text that is not sans-serif here is my one. And the reason why I use this one is because it doesn't look like one anymore. Because I've tried to customize it, I've tried to style it by applying a text inside it. So it's now looking more like probably a big figure of an image standing or something, right? It doesn't look like, probably like a one. You understand? But if you check every other thing here, they are sans serif. Not because I can't use any other font, but that's just because that's just my own brand identity. Looking at my logo here, my logo, you can see that the text in my logo is sans serif. So I want to use sans serif. So if you are giving me a design for my brand and you went ahead to go and use script fonts or display fonts, I won't agree with you. I'll be like, no, this is not speaking for me. Because every of my design that goes out, people seeing it, they should be able to say, oh, that is for that brand. All right. And you can see here, I have a color. I walk around with my color. I have two colors I use. My color is blue and yellow. I have and it's not like blue. I have is a deep blue, right? But sometimes I play around blue because based on my graphics, some blue might not work for what I want it to work with. So I can decide to bring it to the light blue, but it's still blue, right? And my yellow as well is a deep yellow, but I try to bring it a light yellow because I've used deep yellow for a graphic design. And the reason why I use this is because I want to give it a different look. Looking at these graphics now, compared to the one we have for yesterday for video editing, is different. How? Based on the background color here. The content will remain the same, but I apply that background color because I know that my audience, coming across the first graphics, they might feel like you see the same graphics. So they might not even wait to just check the content on it. But seeing it in a different color, oh, okay, this one is different from the other one. That gives them a kind of pause to look at my graphics. You understand? So that is the concept. Not because like, oh, I'm tired. I just feel like this one is okay. Yeah, I just change the write-up. Changing the write-up, you have to think of your audience. People that you're passing the message across to. How would they relate with it? What is that message? Right? So that needs to be passed out very well. So